How do you know when a project is finished? After countless hours passionately working away, where do you call it quits? Sometimes this question is easier to answer than other times. Perhaps there's a deadline to meet, or an event, or exhibition, or performance. Maybe these are just convenient moments to start fresh, but there's also nothing wrong with that. These circumstances ultimately manifest as constraints. And I would propose to you that hard constraints like these are extremely useful. They are beneficial to the process of making something. A project's North Star might be the goals we seek to achieve, but the constraints are the compass. And without the compass, we are lost at sea. In April of 2023, I installed Lunar Magic for the first time and began playing around in the program. If you're not familiar, this is a level editor for Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. In other words, it allows for ROM hacking Super Mario World. So anyways, off I went with little more of a plan than to just learn something new. And at the cost of sounding dumb, I love learning new things. So Lunar Magic felt like a reasonable gesture. I battled with silly problems, I lost sleep over confusing glitches, fought hard and won battles I should have never fussed with. I still don't know which colors in the palette are for Mario's sprite without trial and error, and a lot of it, but after a year of on and off working, I've learned quite a lot and made some things I'm quite happy with. Once I learned the basics of Lunar Magic, though, I mapped out all of my ideas and a few constraints as best as I could. I wanted to make my own ROM hack. I knew I wanted there to be 34 levels. I wrote out a few ideas for clever gameplay mechanics I could implement within the Mario framework, and I kept track of those aha moments that hit me in the middle of the night on this document. And I'm still using this same white text on green background document to track the progress and sketch things out before I drop them into the game. But why is this relevant? Well, if you're watching this, the ROM hack is done. What you'll find, though, is that there aren't 34 levels. There aren't a lot of the things that I originally sketched out. And without belaboring the point, a lot of my original ambition for the project is just not present in the final game. And that's okay. Several times during this project, I changed the scope slightly. I lost my compass and had to make a new one. I reduced the ambition of the project to match what I can reasonably give. And I made these changes for many reasons. First, like I said, I bit off more than I could chew. So I chose to prioritize what I had and made that better rather than making the project larger for the sake of meeting a somewhat arbitrary goal. Also, Lunar Magic is not exactly transferable knowledge. Conceptually, there's much to be said about game design, level creation, etc., but the hacky little program's patches and code insertions often felt like a black box to me. But most of all, the project gave me everything I needed from it. And that, I would suggest, is one great answer to knowing when something is finished. This project no longer serves me the way it did at the beginning. I love this project, and I'm super excited to see people play my ROM hack. I'm even excited to maybe fix some bugs and improve some things because every project needs a small 1.1 update. But generally, I'm happy to be finished. I have other projects I want to pursue. Most notably, I want to learn how to make my own games from scratch. But I also hate leaving a project unfinished, which is why I chose to reduce the scope of the ROM hack to suit my needs, and then I finished it within those new constraints. So now it's time to move on to the next project, which will serve my current needs more wholly. And while I'm currently talking about making a Super Mario World ROM hack, this concept I think is very transferable to almost any other thing. Maybe it's time for you to ask yourself the question, does this still serve me? And I hope that if you're hearing this, that maybe this is a useful catalyst for you to find the change that you need so that you can continue to grow and progress to whatever is next for you. Kaizo Mario ROM hacks are something I've loved for a long time, so it feels really great to contribute to the community with my own hack, even if mine is pretty janky at times. Linked below, you'll find all the information you need to play Super Thesis World, which is the name of my ROM hack, and if it's unclear why, you can pause the video right now. I sincerely hope you check it out. I hope you hate it, And then I hope you love it, and then I hope you hate it, and then I hope you love it again, because I think that's how ROM hacks are meant to be experienced. And if you plan to play it somewhere, please let me know. I would love to tune in if I can. Thanks so much for watching. Get subscribed here and on my second channel. Links to everything down below. And I'll see you next time.